Lights, camera, action. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the second annual SPG Awards. Please welcome your hosts, Sydney Plant Guy and Brad.
This is a paid gig, right? I can't believe they get a second iteration after last year. Is this on? We're live already. Oh. Hello everybody and welcome back to the second annual SPG Awards. We are so honored to be here today to award the best and the worst plants of 2023. 2023 is the year of the move. We had to move house twice within just 8 months. So the first award goes to the plant that was the easiest to move and that had the easiest time settling back into the new houses. And the winner is my Oxalis triangularis. A couple of reasons for that. It is a very manageable plant, easy to carry, it's really light, and she is so impactful wherever I put her. So I think a very deserving winner for the easiest plant to move with. Now unfortunately, not every plant is that resilient and easygoing. The next award is called the Struggle Bus, and it goes to a plant that just had a really hard time in 2023. And the winner is my Philodendron verrucosum. What a decline. Last year she was still nominated for the Hall of Fame, and this year she's barely holding on for dear life. Now she has recovered recently, but since my first move at the beginning of 2023, she's really just steadily declined. So she definitely has a front row seat on the Struggle Bus, and she needs to be recognized for that. Oh well, that's life as a plant parent. Not everything goes according to plan, but sometimes things just work out. The next award is called the Biggest Glow Up, and it's probably not a surprise that it goes to my Philodendron El Choco Red. She was the tiniest little tissue culture baby at the beginning of the year, and oh well, this is what she looks like now. That's what I call an epic glow up. The next award is called the Biggest Disappointment, and it goes to a plant that, oh well, disappointed me this year. I had much bigger hopes for it. And the award goes to my Kenna Cleopatra. She doesn't look that disappointing. I mean, she's pretty lush and she's even in bloom at the moment, but she's supposed to be green and red. The flowers are supposed to be yellow and red, but the red just never came back. That's not what I wanted. I wanted a green and red plant, not a green plant. So that's a huge disappointment for me because I absolutely love red variegation. But let's see what next season has in store for us. Maybe it will come back. The next award is called the Most Underrated, and it goes to a plant that I just don't really hear and see much about on the internet, despite the fact that it is absolutely stunning. And the award goes to my Kaa Stutgart. This plant was just an empty pot 3 months ago, so all of this sprouted just over the course of spring. And she has this absolutely stunning variegation. It's very similar to a variegated banana, just comes at the fraction of the price and is so much easier and more resilient to grow. So I'm not too sure why I don't hear or read more about her on the internet, but she is very underrated in my opinion, so a very, very deserving winner of this category. Now the next award is recognizing the polar opposite, the most overrated plant. It goes to a plant that has a lot of hype on the internet, and I'm still struggling to understand why. And the winner is the Variegated Adansonii. This is already the 3rd time I'm trying to grow Variegated Adansonii, and trust me, they weren't cheap back in the days. They have now come back down in price, but it is one of the most unrewarding plants to grow. It very, very commonly reverts to full white, which is basically making the plant absolutely useless. It doesn't really size up nice. The variegation isn't even that nice. It's just not nice. If I compare that to just the green version grows so much better and looks so much nicer, so much lusher, and comes at a fraction of the price. So this plant went through a lot of hype over 2022 and 2023, and once the price finally came down for me to actually give it a shot, I was just really disappointed with the way it grows, the ease of growing and so on. It's just really overrated. I would not add it to my collection again. Sorry! Talking about rare plants, the next award is called I Thought I'd Never. And it goes to a plant that I thought I'd never own, because just a few years ago the plant prices over here in Australia were so incredibly through the roof. I was just not prepared to spend 5 figures on a plant that could die anytime. But with tissue culture and more private collectors propagating their plants, some of these plants have become more available. The plant that wins the I Thought I'd Never award goes to Anthurium luxurians. Now, I understand that this plant is still quite small and not the most impressive to look at as it is right now. But this plant just a couple of years ago over here in Australia would have literally made me bankrupt. So I'm really excited that I was able to get it at a really affordable price in 2023, and I'm really excited that I stayed patient. So I think it is a very deserving winner, and I can't wait to see what she grows into in 2024. Bradley, I think you need to prepare for your musical performance very soon. Yeah, okay, sorry. It's gonna be a performance, I can tell you. We just spoke about 2024, and the next award goes to a plant that I'm looking forward to the most growing in 2024. And the award goes to my Variegated Melanochrysum. Yes, I said variegated. I'm usually not the biggest fan of variegated plants. They're not that enticing to me. I much prefer the normal version of all of my plants. But when I saw this one online at a really reasonable price, I thought, why not? Now, the exciting thing about growing variegated plants is that you never know what you're gonna get. And that is kind of exciting to me. I don't have high hopes of this growing really large, because even the normal Melanochrysum isn't really growing all too crazy for me in the first place. But it is kind of exciting to see a leaf unfurling and never knowing how much variegation there'll be. So this is a plant I never really expected to have in my collection in the first place. It's not a plant that was ever on my wish list in the first place. But that makes it even more exciting to see what I can turn this into in 2024. You have to excuse my co-host, he just had to go into hair and makeup for his upcoming musical performance, so stay tuned. In the meantime, I'm going to present the award for the plant that I've had the most propagation success with this year. And the winner of this category is my Queen Anthurium. What a surprising winner! But I haven't done all too much propagation this year to start off with, and when I did propagate the Queen, I was actually quite nervous about her reverting back in size, her just overall not being happy, but I have had 100% propagation success with this plant. There are 2 propagations over here, and I already gave 2 propagations away over the course of the year. And despite the 4 propagations that I took from this plant, the mother plant has just pushed out the biggest leaf it's ever had. So that basically means I was able to quadruple the plant while still keeping my mother plant growing and increasing in leaf size. And I mean, this leaf is so beautiful. She is definitely a deserving winner. We're nearing the end of our award show. There's only 3 awards outstanding, and they're the most prestigious ones. The next award is called the Proudest Achievement, and oh well, as the name implies, it goes to a plant that I am really proud of. And the winner is my greenhouse as a collective. So the greenhouse in itself, as well as all of the plants inside. I'm so proud of this. I only set it up 6 months ago, and I feel like I already made a lot of learnings, and a lot of the plants in there are already thriving. Unfortunately, the greenhouse and all of the plants inside could not make it to today's award show venue, but we have our outside correspondent Timmy out there with the greenhouse to tell them about the fabulous news. Tim, can you hear me?
Yes, thanks, Jan.
What is the atmosphere out there like?
I think there's a lot of excitement in the greenhouse this evening. It was a highly unexpected award, and I think there's going to be plenty of celebrations and definitely a few shots of GT Foliage Focus later tonight. On behalf of the greenhouse, I'd like to say thank you very much.
That is amazing. Please pass on some congratulations on behalf of Brad and myself. Now, before we announce the last 2 award winners, I am very, very happy to let you know that we have managed to get Brad back for another musical performance with his brand new smash hit, I Want Licky Licky. So, over to you, Brad. Where's he gone this time? Hang on.
Bradley? Oh my god, Bradley, are you doing lines of Licky Licky in the bathroom?
Thank you, Bradley. What an honor to have the first public performance of I Want Licky Licky live here at the SPG Awards. I Love Licky Licky is now available for streaming on Spotify and Apple Music. The second last award is called the MVP, Most Valued Plant, and it goes to a plant that just added the most value when it comes to grabbing everybody's attention online. And the winner is Mamangela Pothos. She is an absolute stunner, and the newest leaves are getting bigger and bigger. It probably helps that she's pretty much always in frame when I film a YouTube video, but you guys really loved this plant, and I had so many questions and comments about this plant over the years. The variegation is stunning, she's a super easy grower, and she's also really affordable, at least over here in Australia. So she's definitely my most valued player in 2023. Let's come to the last award of the night, the one we've all been waiting for. Last year, my Monstera Adansonii won the Hall of Fame award, and tonight we're gonna see which plant is joining my Adansonii in that Hall of Fame. The 3 nominees are Philodendron Melanochrysum, Alocasia cuprea, and Philodendron Splendid. Now, before we announce the winner, let's take a quick commercial break. And the winner is Philodendron Splendid. What a splendid winner and a deserving new entry to the Hall of Fame. She started as a tiny cutting just 3 years ago, and she's gone from strength to strength. After 3 chop and extends, she's still sizing up in leaf size. She has these beautiful dark velvet leaves with really nice red back sides, and when she first unfurls a new leaf, the veins are absolutely electric. Oh my god, you're shaking! You're that excited about winning that award, aren't you? Oh well, another thrilling award night comes to an end, and we've seen some very deserving winners. Now, before we wrap up, I need to thank the sponsor of this award night, you, the viewers. But jokes aside, if it wasn't for you, this channel wouldn't exist. So thank you so much for supporting me throughout 2023, and I'm looking forward to an even better year of 2024 with more plants, bigger plants, and hopefully no moving. Fingers crossed. Touch wood. Thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, and leave a nice comment, and I'll see you next time. Bye.